Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from Your Chic Geek, and I want to welcome you to a brand spanking new video. So I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet. This is my goal for 2024, is to just try to give you guys tips here and there that hopefully can help you level up and help you step up your design game when it comes to publishing passive income products like low content books and etc. So hopefully this will be pretty short and sweet. So before we dive in, I'd love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that like button for sure, as it helps to push the videos through the YouTube algorithm. Also, for those of you that are interested in learning how to get started with building a low content book empire with selling books under a brand, then you can head over to check out the From Publish to Profit course that is available. Also, if you're interested in selling journals and you struggle with designing things from scratch, you can head over to check out my affordable membership, which is called the Journal Creators Collective. And then I have some freebies that you can get access to. One is going to be a swipe file and list of over 200 types of low content books that you can sell and create online. And then also a free masterclass that talks about the framework that I use to make over 1K per month selling low content books and even more. So that free masterclass is available for you to check out at any time, but the link is going to be in the description below. Now let's get into the video. All right. So today, guys, this video, like I said, is going to be short and quick. But let's talk about something really quickly. One of the main issues that I know aspiring low content publishers face is with design. And so what I wanted to talk about is the 5 design mistakes that are killing your low content book sales. I'm going to go through a little list here, and let's get into it. So number 1 is going to be a bad use of fonts and typography. So your fonts on your designs and on your book covers and things really can make a statement. And one of the things that I've seen a lot with looking at cover designs and things from low content books are fonts that are just not paired well together, or fonts that are too difficult to read. So one thing that you definitely want to consider when you're creating, or not even creating, but when you're adding fonts to your design is, number 1, you want to make sure that it's a font that pairs well with the type of design that you're creating. So for example, if you're creating a kids related book, then you want to use a kids related font. Another thing is make your fonts big enough. I always try to use a font size of at least a 16 and above. Anything below that can be a little difficult to read, because you got to remember that when people see your thumbnails of your cover designs and your designs for your books, they're going to be looking at it in a small lens. So you want to make sure that your fonts are big enough to be seen from far away, that it still looks good, that it's going to draw the person in and really want them to click on your cover. And if you're not sure about how to pair fonts together, I would recommend, if you're using specifically a tool like Canva, to just go in and use the font combinations that they already have available for you. It just really makes everything easy. These are font combinations that designers have already pre-created, and so it just takes the guesswork out of how to choose fonts and which fonts will pair well together. Okay, so that's going to be number 1, though, the bad use of fonts and typography. Number 2 is going to be colors that don't complement one another. Oh my gosh, I have seen this so much. Lime green, all these other weird colors that just don't look well or pair well together on designs is a big no-no. So if you struggle with picking colors that pair well together, there is help for you. And this is a tool that I use all of the time when I'm designing my books. And that tool is none other than colorpalettes.net. This is a free tool, guys, that you can get access to. And basically what it does is it gives you different variations of color palettes that all you have to do is copy the color code and the hexadecimal code and just apply it to your designs in whatever design tool you're using, whether it's Canva, whether it's Affinity Publisher, PowerPoint, it doesn't matter. This just really does cut time. It makes it easy. And it's one that I highly recommend that you use if you struggle with putting and pairing colors together. All right, so number 3 on the list is going to be not centering text on covers correctly, on your designs, period, correctly. This is a huge thing. I've seen this so many times where I'm looking at a cover and I'm like, something is off, like it's not centered correctly. And I know that this can be tricky, but what you want to do is, if you struggle with trying to figure out how to center your text and getting things in order, what you can do is head over to the KDP Cover Calculator and download the template based on the size of your design. Now, for those of you that are not familiar or don't know this, but your cover design is going to be based off of the number of pages that you have in your book. So over on the KDP Cover Calculator, you put in put in all of your information, your trim size, your cover size, not your cover size, but your interior size, how many pages you have, and etc. It's going to spit out or give you a free template that you can then download and upload into your design tool to make sure that your designs are centered. So you want to use that template and just make sure that everything is in the center as it should be. But I have seen so many covers and I'm like, wow, this alignment is totally off. So using that template will help you keep things in line. Number 4 is going to be poor image quality. Oh, this is a huge one. This is where you'll see images where the images and things that they're using look really pixelated, and it just looks really bad. This is a sign that the image that you have used on your cover designs or on your designs period are too small. So what I usually do is, whenever I'm designing images or designing covers and designing things for my books, I always try to find images that are at least 1500 or even 1000 pixels. 1000 by 1000 pixels or greater, because what you want to do is be able to take an element, take a design, take a picture, and you want to be able to stretch it out and move it around and make it big, make it small, all of that kinds of stuff without it losing its quality. So if you're struggling, or if you have issues with a blurry image that you've uploaded to your design, and you uploaded it and maybe it looks really blurry or it looks pixelated, that is definitely a sign that that image is too small. So here again, you want to stick to something that has at least 1000, maybe even 1500 pixels or more, so that you can easily stretch it out, you can easily make it smaller, make it bigger, and it's not going to lose its quality. So something to keep in mind. All right, so number 5 is going to be using the wrong images and elements for the theme of the design. And let me explain what I mean here. I kind of mentioned this earlier, but say, for example, if you are designing a Christmas coloring book for adults, then you want to use more adult-ish type fonts, type pictures, images, elements, and all of that kinds of stuff to match that theme. Now, I have seen Christmas books or other types of books that have been designed for adults, but they have more kiddie and kiddish elements to them. That doesn't really make sense. So you want to make sure that whatever it is that you are designing, that it's on theme. So if you're designing something for kids, then use kiddie fonts, kids images, kid related elements, things like that. If you're designing for adults, then use fonts that adults would be attracted to, images that an adult will be attracted to, and so on and so forth. So that is going to be tip number 5. And I'm actually going to give you guys a bonus tip. This is something that I see people do repeatedly, and this is a bad big no-no. And that is using the same cover design repeatedly and just adding different covers. Now, this can come off as being spammy. So I would highly recommend that you don't do this. I know this is a huge mistake that a lot of people make in thinking that, okay, if I put this design out here that I've fallen in love with, it's okay to just put it out there 10 more times, but in different colors. I would not do that. What I would recommend doing instead is to use the other colors, but use them to test to see which color does well and converts the best. So what you could do is, if you have a design that you like, and maybe you want to start off with a black design for the design, what you can do is run ads to that, really low cost ads, and then you can start changing, like maybe every 2 weeks, see how the ad is running, and then maybe change it to a purple, see how that performs, look at the click-through rates and etc. And that way you can kind of tell and monitor to see, well, which color people are responding to the best. But that is what I would do in that situation. But definitely do not take a cover and just put it out there 10 times in different colors. that's just not a good thing. Again, that's spammy, and it's just not a good way to go about building your low content book business. So guys, these are the design tips that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I try to make it as quickly as possible. Please be sure to, again, like it, share it with anyone that you know would benefit from it, and just let me know what your thoughts are on the video. But I will see you guys around. Again, thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay safe. Bye.